On time. Please come on time. Okay. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Essay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's start. Wait, before I forget, we always forget to do this. Derek, is a Derek here? We don't have a Derek here, do we?
Yes, we do.
We do? Is Derek here?
No.
No?
He's a tall guy.
Benjamin Gonzalez?
No, he left the CCE.
Okay, what
That's
about
all right.
Hannah? Hannah McDonald? Not here either? Okay. All right. Okay, so as yet, I don't even have a title for today's class. We're just going to be going
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yay! Can we
So,
just say it?
Let's
Say it again.
let's start with a little story.
Once upon a time,
Once upon a time,
there were these two women. There was a man and a woman.
Matthew, we're going to have to move you right away from between those two guys and put you somewhere else if you keep talking like that. Okay. So, in the Old Testament, we were talking about the Hebrews, that they were in slavery where? What country? Egypt. Okay. How long did they live in Egypt?
500.
400 years.
Oh,
400. Were they slaves for the whole 400 years? Were they slaves for all of that time? For all the 400 years that they were in Egypt, were they slaves?
Israelites.
Yes or no? No?
Yeah.
Okay, they were not slaves for all of that time, because when Joseph was the one who brought them into Egypt, they were given the best land, okay, even though they were put in a different place away from all of the Egyptians, because the Egyptians used to look down on shepherds, okay, they thought of shepherds as third-class citizens, all right, or really bad people. They didn't want to have anything to do with them, so they put them away in a separate place, but they actually became slaves for the last 80 or 100 years that they lived in Egypt, okay? Why? That's a very good question. Why do you think they became slaves? Why did the Egyptians make them slaves?
The Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah, they wanted to make
They wanted what? They wanted to make the pyramid? Okay, that would have been one answer. They hated them? Okay, they hated them.
The Sphinx.
Alright, let's start writing these answers down.
Osiris.
What is that?
God. It's a god.
They hated them. What else did they say? They wanted to build the pyramids.
Yes.
The Sphinx.
They were afraid.
They were afraid. Very good answer.
And they might be
Who said that?
overpopulated.
Me. No, not you. He said it.
He said it. No,
Okay.
HP said it.
Okay, who said overpopulated? Very good answer, Martin. That's the key. That's the key why they were hated. Okay? So let's think of this box as Egypt, okay? You know when the Israelites entered Egypt, how many did they enter with?
70.
70 or 72, okay? I don't remember the exact number, so I may be wrong, but it was around 70 people. And in the space of 400 years,
They multiplied.
they multiplied and multiplied, and how many do you think they became?
2 million.
Close to 2 million.
3 million.
Well, it was a little under 2 million,
Oh.
right?
1 million.
Close enough.
Now, the Bible tells us that there were about 2 million that left Egypt. But were all the 2 million that left Egypt, were all of them Jews?
Yes. No, they were all Israelites.
Were all of them Jews?
No.
No.
Who were some of them that joined them?
Israelites? Jews. Egyptian.
Egyptians?
Like
Yeah.
who?
He's cheating.
And who else would have been there?
Pharaohs.
You had the Jews, the Egyptians, and who else?
Canaan people?
The children that were of the mixed marriages between the Jews and the Egyptians. Okay?
Bob. Oh. Never mind.
That's why they call them the mixed multitude. Okay?
What
These
about
two
those
are called the
pyramids?
mixed multitude. Do you understand?
Yes.
While the Jews were living in Egypt, some of the Jews intermarried with the Egyptians and they had kids. So now these kids are what? Either Jews or the Egyptians. So they would be mixed, like children of mixed marriages. Understand? And some of the Egyptians would have got very impressed after God had sent 10 plagues there and completely wiped Israel out. Egypt completely wiped Egypt out of food and all the disasters coming. So they would have been so impressed with the Jewish God that they would have converted. Okay, and they would have started believing. So quite a few of the Egyptians would have left too and gone with the Jews. Now, you're understanding this? So they were hated because the Egyptians were afraid. They were afraid because the Jews had become overpopulated, okay? You understand? Overpopulated. Now, who is the one race or one religion that we fear now, most of all?
Hades.
Satan.
Huh?
Hades.
Who?
Hades.
Osiris.
Anyone with a better answer?
Hades.
Who are the people right now that the whole world hates?
Islam.
Islam. The religion of Islam.
Set.
What? It's me.
And the followers of Islam are called what?
Red
Terrorists.
Huh?
The
No,
Red
they're not
Demon.
called terrorists, they're called Muslim. Muslim, because they follow the religion of Islam. Now, a lot of us, we say that the Muslims are terrorists. Is that true?
No.
No, it's not really true. Some of the Muslims are terrorists, not all.
Well, we're called Christians because we follow Christ. Why is a Muslim called Muslim?
The Muslim is called Muslim.
Because they're
Muslim because they follow Islam. It's from the same root word as follower of Islam. It's called the religion of Islam is basically that they believe that they are slaves. They are slaves to God. Okay? So what is the difference between a Muslim and a Christian? What does a Christian believe? What does a Christian believe? A Muslim will say that I'm a slave to Allah. They call themselves a slave to, let me just rephrase that. They call themselves slaves to Allah. That's the name of their God. Okay? What do Christians call ourselves? What do we call ourselves?
Followers of Christ.
Jesus.
Followers of Jesus.
Sons of God.
Oh, son.
You see, there's a difference. Is there a difference between a slave and a son?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Okay, Abraham had 2 sons. So we go back to the story of Abraham.
One killed another.
Abraham had 2 sons. What was the name of his sons?
Abraham Jr.
Anyone here? Abraham's 2
Isaac.
sons?
I just read this last week.
You were right. You were right.
Isaac? Yay!
Me?
Isaac and
Osiris.
anyone here? Look it up on the internet.
Tahalabling.
We don't have internet.
I can't remember the guy's name right now. It just gone out of my head.
Set. Why don't you name this YouTube
phone
video
won't work.
when there's no title?
Right here.
Why are you gonna name this YouTube video when there's no title?
He's gonna name it random stuff.
Well, actually, Abraham had a lot more than 2 sons, okay? I rephrase that. Abraham had a bunch of sons. But the 2 main ones that we are talking about are from...
Isaac. Trump.
No, Jacob.
Did he say
Jacob.
Trump?
Okay, this is Abraham's
Abraham.
real wife, okay? Sarah. He had a concubine, which means just a lover, okay? A lover but someone he was not married to. Her name was Hagar. Hagar. So let's rephrase that.
Wait, this
I got it. I don't need the...
We have no internet.
Wah, wah,
We
wah.
have no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Use the
so
hotspot.
Abraham had actually, how many women did Abraham get involved with? He was involved with 3 women. Okay, 3.
What is he gay?
This was his first, this was his real and actual wife. Her name was Sarah. Sarah means princess or queen.
Ooh, she's princess. Ooh. No wonder he married her.
Okay. Abraham. What does Abraham mean?
Rock. Oh, sorry.
Peter.
Father of many.
Abraham, the word Abraham means father of multitude. Okay? So what is a multitude? Multitude is millions and millions and millions of people. That's a multitude, okay? What does the name Isaac mean?
Laughing stock, aka Joker.
It means laughter, not laughing stock.
The Joker. Da-da-da-da.
This is fun.
Yeah, we're gonna play
I'm having more fun than you all right now.
That's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's like, kids are supposed to have fun. We're innocent. Well, innocent for what? We are not meant to be killed by the atomic bomb. Atomic bomb.
Okay, what does the word Ishmael mean?
Ishmael?
Ishan.
What is that?
It's just
Islam.
a name I know.
What? Islam? Is it Islam? What does Hagar mean?
Hagar. Oh, Hagar.
What?
Hagar. Hagar.
No.
Okay.
Her name means flight. What does flight mean?
Oh, hanger.
Running away.
Oh.
Her name means flight, running away. Okay, who was the other woman that Abraham was involved with? Her name was Keturah.
No wonder he left the hanger.
And he had several sons from Keturah. Okay? But just remember, in the story, in the book of Genesis, it tells us that Abraham, in the end, Abraham only kept one of his sons close to him and gave him all of everything that Abraham possessed. But the other sons that he had, he gave them gifts and he sent them away. He sent all his sons, all his other sons that he had with other wives, he sent them away. Okay? The only son he kept with him was Isaac. Now, where do the Jews and where did Jesus come from? He came from the followers of Isaac. Okay?
No wonder he kept it close.
So this is where Jesus came from. From the root of Ishmael.
Ishmael?
Israel.
Israel. Ah.
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
From the root of Ishmael, from his other son Ishmael came Muhammad the Prophet.
Oh, I have a friend named Muhammad.
Okay, now listen.
That's
Now,
wonderful.
this is his real wife. This is his real wife. And this is his real son. By marriage, by law, by everything. And Isaac and all of his generation, we call ourselves Christian or Jews. We call ourselves the Christians, the ones that follow Jesus. We call ourselves sons of God, because Isaac was the son of Abraham. Ishmael, even though he was the son of Abraham,
What happened to all of his wives?
what happened? What happens to everybody on this earth eventually?
They died.
Everybody dies. Okay, so Ishmael, even though he was the son of Abraham, his mother was what?
Concubine.
She was a concubine, or what is the other word we use?
Slave.
She was a slave. So, even though he was a son, but Ishmael was considered what? He would have been called a slave. Okay?
Slave.
The religion that comes down from here, from Muhammad, that's why they call themselves slaves
Muhammad.
to Allah. Do you understand? You see the difference?
How about the third one?
So, we went a little bit off topic here, but I wanted you all to understand where Islam, can I wipe this out? Yes?
I memorized that. Ishmael equals Muslim.
So you see all of the answers are in the book of Genesis, right? Like I've been preaching all along. If you all understand Genesis, you all will understand the whole Bible. You all will also understand what is going on in the world today and why it's going on in the world
You should
today.
make a
Okay.
TV show. In the window.
He has a YouTube video.
Well, he should become even more famous by making a TV show.
Okay, you see that little piece of paper that we put in front of you and you'll have the pencils? Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to make divide that into three columns and put a line on top, and I want you to write thing, place and person, and I would like
Okay.
Ray and Rick to also join in this.
Why is Rick
Okay,
not
grab
paying
the pencil,
attention?
grab a paper, and join in this, because this is also going to open your eyes to something, alright? You got a pencil and paper?
Well, it better be mind blowing. Wait, what? Is it thing
You want a
what?
pen or a pencil or paper or something?
Is it thing something? What is it?
Okay, so
Thing?
thing,
What?
thing, place, person.
Thing place person. Thing place person. Okay, sounds like it.
I know you got a
Has everybody done it yet?
Yes.
I'm ready for the holiday.
Oh my god. I'm so big. I'm so big.
Okay, in the old, hello guys, pay attention now. In the Old Testament, how many commandments did we have? 10. So let's do 10, okay? We'll take 10 as a number. So I want you to write, supposing I tell you, and I don't mean this, but let's suppose, this is a suppose, okay? We are supposing, right? Let's suppose that I tell you that each one of us in this room has 1 year left to live. Only 1 year.
Oh,
1 year. We know that at the end of 1 year, we are all going to die.
One
Okay?
year's long.
We are going to suppose.
Then you're gonna
Write down.
die.
Write down 10 things that more than anything else in this whole world. What is 10 things that you would want to have?
Ooh.
Okay?
Imagine what?
The bucket list.
10 things. It's like a bucket list.
I'm gonna own my own mall.
We are going to want to write down 10 things that we want to have. Come on, guys. And then, if you had only 1 year left to live, what are 10 places that you would want to be at? And then, lastly, I want you to write down 10 people that you would want to be with.
Wait, what?
Okay?
What?
So, 10 things, 10 places, and 10 people that you would want to be with if you had only 1 year left to live. Come on, guys. Put it on pause, Rick.
10 places to go.
10 places to visit or go, or you might even choose your house. You might not.
I would be my.
It's up to you. I mean, you can write anything you want, but 10 guys,